Hey guys, what's up? The iPhone 13 came out in 2021, so this phone is over 4 years old now. And with the iPhone 17 Pro models recently released, is this phone still worth it in 2025? Looking at the specs, it has a 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR display, and it has the Apple A15 Bionic chip. I was wrong saying it had the Apple A13 chip. It actually has the Apple A15 chip. So it's not the fastest, but it still performs very well even to this day. The cameras are still really good. They both have dual 12 megapixel cameras. They have ultra wide and wide angle lens, so it still takes really good pictures. Front camera is a 12 megapixel front facing camera, and it still takes really good selfies even at 4 years old. So this camera is still really good. So if you're looking for a really good camera but don't want to spend too much, then the iPhone 13 might be a really great camera choice. The iPhone 13's camera is still pretty good to me. It takes really awesome pictures. But if you compare it to the 17 Pro Max, you could see the picture quality has greatly improved over the last couple of years. But still, the 13 still takes really good pictures. And in low light, obviously it still does great. But the 17 Pro Max, obviously it does better. Now, how well it handles daily tasks? Well, so far the 13 on iOS 26 is actually performing pretty well. If you compare it to my speed test, it actually boots up way quicker than the 17 Pro Max, which is my personal phone. You could check out that video if you want, but you could see it still performs really well. Sure, it's gone a little bit slower, obviously, because Apple tends to slow down older phones as they age, but iOS 26 still performs well. Sure, there's stutters, there's glitches, there's some lags, but the iPhone 13 still performs really well. Sure, it has 3 gigs of RAM compared to the 12 gigs of RAM on my iPhone 17 Pro Max, but it still performs really well even to this day at 4 years old. So gaming, YouTube, social media, stuff like that, it's going to perform really well. On the bottom of the iPhone, it has stereo speakers. You can see it has the old Lightning port, which it doesn't use anymore. Most Apple phones now have USB-C. On the left side, it has volume rockers and the mute switch. On the right hand side, you can see there's your power button / Siri as well. Now the iPhone 13 has a 3227 milliamp hour battery, which is a little bit on the small side to this day. I mean, even new iPhones are wrecking over 5000 milliamp hour batteries. 3200 is a little bit on the small side. If you go with the Pro Max models, like the iPhone 13 Pro Max, you will get a little bit better battery life. But the battery life is still not bad. Sure, it's going to die pretty quick, but if you're a casual gamer and you're light on use, then it's going to get you a full day of use. Not to mention, it has IP68 water and dust resistant. Although the phone is a little bit old, so the water seals do tend to break with age, so be careful if you're around water. Now, the iPhone 13 is rocking the latest version of iOS 26.1, so it's going to get a lot of updates. I would say it will get updates up until 2027 at the latest. I mean, the iPhone 13 is starting to show a little bit of its age now, because obviously as phones get older, they do tend to slow down. Apple tends to deliberately slow down older phones as they age. Obviously, it's a trick to make you upgrade, but the 13, if you actually still own it and it still runs fine, then the 13 should be a great choice. It should probably last you another couple of years, at least 2 years at the minimum. And you could get these fairly cheap now. With the 17 being recently released, you could get these for less than $200 at Walmart. So I would highly recommend you could pick one up if you're a person who just wants to try out the Apple ecosystem. So is the 13 still worth it? I would say yes for some people. And that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. It'll definitely help me a lot. Stay tuned for the very next video. Take care, guys. Have a great day.